Hello, Unbiased America followers. Um, Today I wanted to tackle the trickle-down economics myth that we hear so much, especially from the Hillary Clinton campaign. You hear it a lot online. Everybody's talking about, hey, trickle-down economics, trickle-down economics. The trouble is there's just no such thing as trickle-down economics. I've studied economics in college. I've read an awful lot about the history of economics. Not once have I ever heard an economist ever in a 2,000-year history, further, even going further, let's go back to Homer. Have I ever heard anybody use the term trickle-down economics? So it's largely just a term used, a pejorative term used by the left to describe economics. Money doesn't trickle down. It's not distributed. There's not some cosmic god that distributes your money like a teacher, on a field trip handing out candy to the kids. There's no distribution. Again, you can go back to my video that I did last week on Say's law, that first there has to come production or supply. Another thing is, people trickle down economics is supply side. There is only one side. You create wealth. That's supply. There is no demand without first creating wealth. So trickle down is a total myth. Furthermore, wealth doesn't trickle down. Let's look at, this is how Barack Obama characterized it in 2008. He said that the economic philosophy of trickle-down economics says we should give more and more to those with the most and hope that prosperity trickles down to everyone else. First of all, who are you giving what to? You're not giving anything to anyone. They're creating the wealth on their own. It's theirs. They built it, pal. I don't know what this, they didn't build it. Yes, they did. And then demand comes from there, meaning that after I create wealth, I will take it and I will, oh my gosh, I'll put it in a bank. I'll put it in a bank. I'll maybe invest it, maybe hire somebody else at my business. That's not trickling down. That's going directly into somebody's pocket that needs a job. I don't understand. Where does the trickle down come from? I still to this day, if one of our followers can find somebody in an economic textbooks where they talk about trickle down economics and give it a definition, please prove me wrong. Furthermore, the idea that you could just raise tax rates like Bernie Sanders wanted to 90% and think that people are going to either save or invest and actually pay the 90% are insane. When there were 90% rates during right after World War II, nobody paid that. The people weren't. They were paying an effective tax rate of somewhere around 20 to 30%. They're just not going to pay it. They hide their money. I think right now we have $1 trillion overseas that people aren't going to bring back. What we have to do is, let these people keep more of their own money so they save it and invest it and hire new workers. And create more wealth that will increase the standard of living for everyone else. What this really does is hurt the little guy. It hurts the little guy that needs a job. It hurts the little guy that needs a loan from the bank to start a business to create more wealth. I mean, look, if we didn't have, the Fed manipulating our interest rates, a natural interest rate would occur, meaning that people who keep their own money, put money into a bank, the more people that save and invest, which is the catalyst for wealth creation, the more people that save and invest and put their money in banks, the lower the interest rates come down, and the interest rate acts like a demand for money. And you wouldn't have these large fluctuations in the business cycle that we get when the government actually takes your money, telling you, oh, we need to increase aggregate demand, and then what they do is then they start to manipulate the currency. Then they inflate your currency. They're working that. This is why we have such pronounced business cycles. If they would just stay out of everything and they didn't misallocate so many resources by taking your money. I mean, here Barack Obama is explicitly saying, hey, whatever money you make is ours. And whatever we tax, you could keep, we'll tax 90%. You're allowed to keep 10%. You're welcome. I mean, I don't know where we're going with this. The left has this desire to control resources. I mean, we always talk about socialism, and socialism means the ownership, collective ownership of the means of production, right? Well, you can also control resources through regulations and tax rates. I mean, the progressive tax rate and the regulations that come down from Washington, D.C. are a means to control resources in much the same way. Fascism, that's exactly how they controlled resources. National socialism, it was the illusion of private property rights. But really what it was is that was the impetus for people to create anything. And then what they did is they controlled your resources through high tax rates and regulations. So this is insane to think that trickle-down economics actually exists. Nothing trickles down. It goes directly into the pockets of the little guy that needs a loan for his business, the little guy that needs a job. If those wealth creators can keep their money, it goes directly into the pockets of people that need a job. So the people that are really hurt most by this rhetoric are people in the inner city. They're people like me. I'm looking for a job. I mean, on a good day, I eat cereal, and on a really good day, I get to put melted cheese on it. I mean, that's where I'm at right now. I can't get a job. I mean, I'm in California. First of all, there's an effective tax rate of 14% here. There's no jobs here. Nobody can hire anybody. They're taking all their money. So the trickle down economics is literally just a pejorative for economics. And what they're saying is, we are going to control your resources. We know how to spend it better than you do. You're just some guy over there in Boise, Idaho. What do you know? I'm in Washington, D.C. I'm near Fairfax County. I'm with all the elites. You see, the intellectuals. I'm here with the media, the intelligentsia. We know how to spend your money. You think that it's not going to trickle down. You see, we'll distribute it. Money's distributed. And this idea that tax brackets are static. I've been through several or two or three tax brackets already in my lifetime, from the time I was 21 to now. So these people aren't remaining the same. People are moving around. Some people create more wealth. And if we were to have a system where people could keep their own money, you would see more people moving up from the bottom tax rate to the top tax rate. You would also see more people paying more and more as the marginal tax rates were lowered, because people would bring their money back. You'd actually have more revenue, more wealth creation, a higher standard of living. All it is an attack on capitalism and free markets, and that's what the left does. And the right is inept at defending it. We have a Republican Party that largely cowers to the left. We also have we need to have better spokespeople, and that's what we're trying to do here at Unbiased America. Thanks for watching this video. I want to keep it short. I was going to do a video on the Milwaukee thing, but I wrote a piece on it yesterday. And if you want to see the Say's Law piece, or my Say's Law video, you can look at it in the video section. I'm going to start doing these more since you guys like them. You can watch us every Wednesday also at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll have a show, and I'll bring some people on. Also follow us on YouTube. We have UA has a YouTube station now. You could follow us there. We also have a Google Plus page. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. And when somebody says trickle down economics, please just try not to pop your eardrums, okay? Just tell them, ask them to define it for you. Ask them, where does it trickle down? What is it? If they'll never give you a definition. And all you have to say is, wealth doesn't trickle down. Wealth is created, number one, and wealth goes directly to the people that need it most by raising the standard of living, and prices convey that information. And I'll get more into prices in another video in the future. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day.